Whoa, what the fuck? Whoa. Time travel is really fucking weird, man. Future Abrix here. Before we begin, Sam from Antidote Audio already actually released his new video about our collab on his channel. So after this one, check out the video on his channel. And also, please share something nasty in the comments about Abrix. He's been kind of an asshole. In the last video, I informed you guys about how to organize a collab, how data transfer works, and what ways of collabing there are. Today we're going to be talking about stems and genres. If you haven't watched the last video, then what the hell are you doing with your life? Go watch it! Hopefully it's gonna be somewhere right here. Anyways, let's begin, shall we? Now it's finally time for the musical side of the collab. Remember when I said that I would be talking about stems later on? Well, it's finally time. The part of the collab that is actually about the music. What does Google say to the term stems? Hold on, excuse me? Stems are stereo recordings sourced from mixes of multiple individual tracks. Yes, I printed it out especially for that joke. Well, that actually explains everything. Basically, stems are the components of the song in form of one big WAV file. Of course, for every single track, instrument, or drum kit, there's one dedicated stem. Also a
dedicated WAM to a server.
Most of the DAWs have options to choose everything and then render the individual tracks. What you end up with is one big folder of stems. Don't worry, stems are usually very big because they cover the entirety of the song, not only the parts where there's actual music. You also have to give the co-producer a little headspace in the stems. That basically means you have to master them before sending them off. I'll link you guys a video on how to properly do this because I'm not a master in it myself. When you send the stems to the co-producer, he should be able to just drag in all of the stems at once without rearranging everything and boom! Make sure that when you want to export the stems, you're happy with everything because it's a WAV file and it can't be changed. Most of the time, people will ask for stems because it's simply just the best and easiest way to collab on different DAWs. All your co-producer needs is the BPM and the stems. If someone needs a MIDI file, it's pretty easy to export those as well. Just keep in mind that MIDI signals are basically electric signals and do not produce any sounds by themselves, but rather by the instruments that receive those signals. That's why you can't use a MIDI keyboard without a computer. It has no sounds. To finish off, I want to talk about the part where most producers just say, fuck, how do I do this? I want to talk about mixing and combining genres. When talking about genres, it's often pretty hard to define pretty much anything, just because of the tremendous amount of how many there are. But generally, I see two ways of handling this problem. Option 1, stay in one genre. To me, this is a pretty interesting way of collabing, because here you give the style of the producer the time to shine. With that, I mean, other than being restricted to just one genre, you can do pretty much anything you'd like. You can really hear out the differences between the producers afterwards, because both of them have different ways of making music in the same genre. Some of them have iconic harmony structures, while others may have unique drums or melodies, and you can exactly hear out where the individual producer was involved. It's pretty interesting to listen to a piece like this, because rather than focusing on the actual song, you rather focus on individual parts and then associate them with someone. Option 2 is more experimental. Combine the genres from both sides, Dragon Ball style. Of course, this brings in a greater risk of just creating a pile of doo-doo, but if it succeeds, the payoff is huge. In the end, you have created something that is completely a new genre, has a completely new style, and is completely unique. The thought of that alone is already exciting, but this is for more experienced musicians that already have pinpointed down how they make their music. By the way, if you have problems with that, I made a video about how to create your own style. Yes, some may say that I'm begging for views. Well, to those gifted individuals out there, I just say, shut the fuck. For example, Sam and I will be trying to combine his bass house music with my lo-fi hip-hop music, which is already so exciting because they present such a contrast between each other. And imagine if it works. Imagine the— yeah, I might be geeking out too much. That was all you need to know to start and succeed in a collab. The rest, including the creative work and actually making the music, is in your hands. But remember, I always have a video on my channel which explains exactly what you have to do. Definitely go check out the first episode of the collab between Sam and myself. Also, subscribe, like, and share this video if you liked it. Damn, it's so hard to revive a dead channel.